Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Naisha and you're watching Brown and Abroad. If you're new here, please hit the subscribe button so you never miss a new video. And also make sure you hit the thumbs up button. That would really make me very happy. It's a really great, easy way to show support for the channel. So I've been putting off this video for quite some time because, in the spirit of being a better person, I have really been trying to live by the creed of if you ain't got nothing nice to say, don't say nothing at all. But I am here to give the people what they want. So today we are going to discuss why I left Asia. And specifically, I guess, why I left Thailand during a pandemic. All right, so let's rewind to the time that I moved to Asia. I first moved to South Korea in late 2013 when I was about 26 years old. I was in my mid-20s. I had been out of uni for a few years and I wasn't really happy with, my life in New York. I was working at a cupcake shop and not really doing what it is that I wanted to do, which was writing. It was kind of hard for me to get where I wanted in that field. So I felt that if I was going to leave New York, that I had to make it be like this big thing and it had to be someplace really great. And I had always wanted to go to Thailand. So I thought if I am closer to over there, then it'll be easier for me to vacation and go different places like Thailand. And I also heard really great things about teaching ESL in South Korea. So the long story short is I just kind of got tired of living in Asia. I went when I was about 26 and, I was in a different headspace. I was doing a different profession. So living at that time, moving there was kind of like a come up for me. And I learned so much from all three of those places. But for me, the great thing about living in Shanghai for me was once I decided to get out of teaching, it was pretty easy for me to segue into the world of media. And then I learned a lot of great things. And then I decided I wanted to start freelancing. And Shanghai was just really expensive and things were changing politically, and it was just time to go. 4 years, I didn't really feel like I was going to get very much more out of it, and I kind of wanted to create a different type of balance. I was, to be quite honest, a little bit tired of being a black girl in Asia. I was neglecting a lot of other parts of myself for a place that wasn't giving me what I needed anymore. So I had moved to Thailand because I wanted to freelance and I wanted to go to some place that was very cheap and affordable, warm, good food, and that's what Chiang Mai was. I had a few friends, like one or two friends, I guess, who lived there before me. My friend Amal and his partner, Rob, were there, and it was pretty good for what I wanted to do. The first year was kind of rocky, but I was having some different emotional problems that weren't doing me any favors. But as far as Thailand goes, I knew I wasn't going to be there for very long, and I wasn't necessarily in love with Chiang Mai. Chiang Mai is a very small place. It's kind of like a town. I wouldn't really consider it a city. And it was just very small, lots of backpackers. I felt like the median age was of expats was 22 to 26, and then you skip a generation or two and then you get straight into retirement age. And I just wasn't feeling, I didn't care for the Thai people. Are wonderful. The Thai people, wonderful, very nice, wonderful, lovely culture, but I wasn't so interested in, I guess, the expats. I found the expat scene, at least amongst the black expats, to be, sorry y'all, I'm sure some people are going to be watching this video, but I found it to be a little bit cliquey, to be quite honest. So that was kind of like a skirt. I see that, don't want to be bothered with that. And then it just kind of felt like, for me, maybe I underestimated how hard of an act Shanghai was going to be to follow, because it kind of was like everything kind of felt like amateur hour. It was like the entertainment was kind of like a lot of like open mics, and you go there and you see people rapping or doing their spoken word or strumming on a banjo and singing off key, and that was just, it felt like I was doing a lot of things that were things I was doing as a teenager or in my early 20s. Like I was with some people after Gay Pride 2019, I think, and we went to like another little spot that wasn't really, popping. And then like we went outside and we're kind of like just like drinking beer and smoking cigarettes like by the cars or like by like the bikes. And I was just like, this feels very like junior year high school to me. And it just wasn't the type of scene that I was looking for as a 33-year-old woman, to be quite honest. So coronavirus hit, and by the time coronavirus hit, I was pretty much ready to go. But coronavirus hit, and then it became like, oh, I should stay here because it is way safer here, and I still get to be in paradise. So the second half of my time there, 2020, knock on wood, was thankfully not as bad to me as it was to so many other people. I'm very grateful for that, and I'm very grateful that Thailand was kind of like a refuge for me, and I was able to do a lot financially, and my career was able to pop off all the way. So then when it became time to kind of like SHIT or get off pot, in the form of getting like, they had like extended the visa exempts for a certain amount of time. Don't really want to be here anymore, don't need to be here anymore, because all my writing work and whatever else I had going on was, I'd pumped it up so much that it was maybe like I was okay. And I worked with mainly American companies, so there was really literally nothing holding me to Thailand and to Asia specifically anymore. So I decided to go back to see my friends and some of my family. It had been had I not gone back to visit these last 4 months, I was there from late September till about a week ago. Had I not gone back to visit, it would have been 6 years since I had visited Cleveland. And I just wanted to, see some friends, see some family, and, the coronavirus really put some things into perspective for me. And it was a really good trip. I was able to see my sister and my mom and my dad, and, it was real cute and nostalgic for like a second. What else? It was really great to be back in America, because Asia had me thinking and had me forgetting that I was an attractive, beautiful black woman. And the men and the women's reminded me once I got back into the States and in Mexico. So it was just time for me to explore different pastures and to open a new chapter in my life. Yeah. But I probably I don't know if I will say that I'll ever live there full time again, but of course it will always have a special place in my heart. So I just wanted to come and tell you guys that. And thank you guys so much for rocking with me throughout all these years. And I'm really happy to be in a new place. I feel very invigorated to create new content as well. So I'll talk to you guys later. Bye-bye.